Let's take it to the streets. Show you the land of the free like you've never seen. Talking about undiscovered America. Undiscovered America. Undiscovered America. Oh! Undiscovered America.
Welcome to another stunning episode of Undiscovered America TV, where today we're venturing into an often overlooked yet fascinating part of travel, unique factory tours across the United States. These tours are educational and fun, we promise, and they provide a window into the heart of American innovation and craftsmanship. Each one offers a unique glimpse into the processes that craft the goods we love, from precision of automobiles and the artistry of handmade cigars to the sweetness of ice cream and the rich aroma of freshly brewed coffee. These experiences connect us with the history and heritage of industries that have shaped American culture, not to mention the economy, through creativity and continuous innovation. The tours provide an opportunity to step behind the scenes at some of America's most iconic brands and can be found almost anywhere you go. A visit to one of them provides an inexpensive way to discover the pride and passion that fuels these industries and take home souvenirs and stories of America's industrious spirit. Drew, thanks for being with us today. How does it feel? Just give us a thumbnail. Drew Newman, your name is on the building. Your name has been on this product for 100+ years. Give us just the thumbnail of the history of the company.
Sure. So my great-grandfather started our company in 1895, and 4 generations and 128 years later, we're very proud to be the oldest family-owned cigar company in America, and very proud to operate the last traditional cigar factory, not only here in the cigar city of Tampa, but in the entire United States.
And by you say traditional cigar factory, are there more modern versions of this? Because one thing I can't believe, there's almost zero new technology in this building, or it feels like that. Is that true?
So here in this factory, which is known as El Reloj, it's like walking back in time.
It really is.
Everything we do here, we've been doing for 50 years, almost 100 years. And you know, there aren't that many things left in this world that are still done the old school way, the old fashioned way. But handcrafting premium cigars here in Cigar City is one of those things, and it's something that we treasure.
So you are able to hand roll a cigar, I take it.
Absolutely.
Right? And it runs through the family. I'm like, you would have to be clear, right? Do you ever just come in here and do it for fun, just try your hand at it?
I do. I actually do it in meetings sometimes.
Okay.
Sometimes when I need to be on a long meeting or a video call, it's actually fun to be up here smoking cigars, rolling cigars. I feel connected to our factory, to our cigars, to my family. It's a very special tradition.
Connected, I think that's a great word, because this company is connected to this city in this way that is just so intrinsic, and it's so real. Do you feel a pressure of continuing the success of this organization, of this brand? And if so, how do you leverage that, and how do you look for ways to keep it relevant?
Well, I will say it's a real privilege to be able to continue the legacy of cigar making, not only of my family, but of here in the city of Tampa. Right. Because Tampa didn't exist before the cigar industry. In the 1880 census, there were just 600 people in the area that we now know as Tampa. It was the cigar industry led by Vicente Martinez Ybor that brought just people here in droves and caused the city to blossom and grow.
So this is the city that cigars built?
This is the city that cigars built. Exactly. And if you ask anyone who's been here in Tampa for more than a few generations, their ancestors rolled cigars, made cigar boxes, printed cigar labels, cooked lunches for the cigar workers. This really was a company town all about the cigar industry. And as the last factory left here in Cigar City, it's a real privilege for us to be able to keep the tradition, the culture, the heritage, the feeling alive here so that we can share it with future generations.
But you continue to evolve, like we were just talking. You didn't have tours here until 3 years ago.
We didn't need to,
okay.
Because up until a few years ago, there were other factories. There are other places you could see cigars being rolled here in Tampa, but in the past few decades, factories have closed one by one here in Tampa and have moved overseas or elsewhere. And we realized we're the last factory still rolling cigars.
So this is
here
the
in
last
Tampa.
dinosaur.
So
right
if
here.
we didn't tell the story,
Right.
if we didn't open up our factory to visitors, if we didn't teach people like you how to roll cigars, who else would? And we were worried that tradition would be lost and didn't want it to be. So by enjoying a cigar like this, it's handcrafted the same way
Right.
for centuries, you're being connected to the history of Tampa, the history of the United States, and I think there's something very special about that.
We've explored the amazing tradition of Tampa's J.C. Newman Cigar Factory, and now we're off to sweeten the journey thanks to Benjamin Cohen and Jerry Greenfield, better known as Ben and Jerry. Welcome to Waterbury, Vermont, where the sweet aroma of ice cream fills the town. This is the home of Ben and Jerry's Factory, a place where community, creativity, and ice cream come together in the most delicious kind of way. Each year, thousands of visitors are drawn here for a behind-the-scenes look at one of the world's most beloved ice cream brands. The journey starts with the story of Ben and Jerry, two childhood friends whose humble beginnings in a renovated gas station blossom into a global phenomenon, championing social justice and environmental sustainability along the way. As we move into the factory, the ice cream magic unfolds right before your eyes. From the local dairy to the chunky mix-in pieces, every batch is a testament to Ben and Jerry's commitment to flavor and quality. Make sure to visit the gift shop for souvenirs or enjoy some fresh cones at the scoop shop. There's something extra special about enjoying some fish food or Cherry Garcia right where they were created. The Ben & Jerry's Factory Tour is an eye-opening insight into a brand that famously believes in doing good by every spoonful. From cow to cone, it's an experience that celebrates joy, community, and of course, the ice cream. Life is sweet, and at Ben & Jerry's, that sweetness is brought to an entirely new level. Stick around for more factory fun right here on Undiscovered America TV. Welcome back to our tour of America's most fascinating factories. Today, we are uncovering the how it's made of products you love, from favorite treats to iconic American crafts, with our special behind-the-scenes access only here on Undiscovered America. Our next stop is Dearborn, Michigan, the heartland of America's automotive industry. Here, at the Ford Rouge factory, history isn't just stored, it's manufactured daily. As we step into the visitor center, we're greeted by a spectacular multi-sensory theater experience. The Legacy Theater tells a compelling tale of the Rouge, from its groundbreaking beginnings in 1917 to its transformation into a modern manufacturing powerhouse. It's a vivid introduction to the scale and spirit of what you're about to witness on the rest of this amazing dive into one of the world's most iconic automobile manufacturers. First up is the Art of Manufacturing Theater, a state-of-the-art experience that brings the factory's production line to life using 4D technology that allows you to actually feel the story being told. You will definitely feel the heat of the molten steel and the vibration of the assembly machines through your seat as you experience how raw materials are transformed into the vehicles that drive our nation. Next, we head to the observation deck walkway. Here you can see the living roof, one of the largest green roofs in the world. The deck offers panoramic views of the complex and a closer look at the plant's advanced eco-design. As we descend to the factory floor, the real magic happens. The Dearborn truck plant is where the Ford F-150 comes to life. Witness the orchestra of humans and machines working in sync, assembling one of America's best-selling trucks. From precision robotics to meticulous craftsmanship, every vehicle is a testament to modern engineering. In the engine room, you'll learn about the power behind these machines. It's a showcase of how Ford is pushing the boundaries of what's possible via cutting-edge automotive technology. Throughout the tour, interactive exhibits provide a hands-on experience, and simulations explain the complexities of vehicle production and the future of mobility. The tour wraps up at the Legacy Gallery, where vintage models that made history on the roads and the racetracks are on display. If you are a car buff, this is your dream room. From classic Model Ts to revolutionary muscle cars, each one has a story that shaped the very fabric of automotive culture. So whether you're a car enthusiast, a history buff, or simply curious about the marvels of manufacturing, the Ford Rouge Factory Tour offers an unforgettable exploration into the heart of American industry. Drive safely, and remember, the journey itself is sometimes as interesting as the destination. From the precision of Ford's assembly lines, we now tune into the rhythm of vinyl at Third Man Pressing, where music and craftsmanship spin together. Detroit, Michigan is a city synonymous with Motown, of course, and music legends. Today we're stepping into the groove at Third Man Pressing, an innovative vinyl record pressing facility brought to life by Jack White of the White Stripes. Located in Detroit's Cass Corridor, this place is not just a factory, it's a modern shrine to the art of vinyl. At the art-filled space that is Third Man Records, the energy is palpable. Here, music meets technology in a ballet of machines and melodies together. Our tour begins with a glimpse into the pressing process itself. Each record is pressed from a blend of black vinyl pellets, which are melted and molded under high heat and pressure to form the discs that carry the music we love. The presses here are state-of-the-art, capable of producing up to 5,000 records a day. You can watch as colorful vinyl formulations come to life, from stunning marbles to split-color designs. Each one is a piece of playable art. This plant prides itself on environmental friendliness too, and innovation, using recycled vinyl and creating novelties that push the boundaries of what a record can be. From the master recording that imprints the grooves to the quality checks ensuring every sound is faithfully recorded, it is a meticulous process reflecting the passion and precision that Third Man Records is known for. Throughout the facility, there are mementos of the label's history and its dedication to preserving and revitalizing vinyl music and its impact on the music industry today. Walls adorned with memorabilia, rare vinyl editions, and artwork tell stories of musical innovation and revival. The listening booths, where visitors get to experience the magic they've just seen created, is a major draw here, as you can imagine. Drop a needle on a freshly pressed record, listen to the rich, warm sounds of vinyl, and feel the music resonate just as intensely as it did back in music's golden age. Look, a trip to Third Man Pressing makes it clear that this isn't just about making records. It's about keeping a music industry legacy alive in the heart of Detroit. From the grooves of vinyl at Third Man Pressing, we now head over to another piece of American musical history, the Martin Guitar Factory, where the instruments that make those riffs you just heard on vinyl are made here out of wood and steel. Welcome to Nazareth, Pennsylvania, where music and craftsmanship harmonize beautifully at the Martin Guitar Factory. Since 1833, Martin has set the standard for acoustic excellence, and today we're taking you behind the scenes to see these beauties in the making. Upon entering this music world mecca, the first thing that strikes is the rich aroma of freshly cut wood. A reminder that here, every guitar starts with the finest materials. And trust me, this isn't just any old piece of wood. Craftsmen here select only the finest chunks of spruce, mahogany, and rosewood, chosen both for their tonal qualities and their aesthetic beauty. It's here that the journey of a Martin guitar begins, from raw wood to musical masterpiece, handed down through generations. The factory is a blend of time-honored technique and modern technology. Here, skilled artisans carve intricate designs and inlays that make each Martin guitar unique. The meticulous attention to detail is evident in every step, from the delicate bracing patterns that enhance the guitar's sound to the hand-rubbed finishes that bring out the wood's natural luster. The assembly process fuses the neck and the body and the headstock all together, creating that familiar, iconic Martin shape. The marriage of these parts is crucial as it affects the instrument's playability and sound, qualities that Martin guitars are renowned for. Next, we delve into the stringing and tuning stages, where the guitars begin to find their voice, and it's actually fine-tuned by hand. No tour of the Martin Guitar Factory would be complete without a visit to the museum. This is a stunning repository of musical history. It showcases a rare and vintage Martin guitar collection, some of which have been played by global music legends. It's a vivid display of the company's evolution and its impact on music genres from folk and blues to rock and pop. From its humble beginnings to its status as a leader in guitar craftsmanship, Martin Guitar continues to strike a chord with musicians and enthusiasts around the world. Leaving the gorgeous tones of the Martin factory behind, we press forward to Hatch Show Print, where the art of print and music posters comes to life. Welcome to Nashville, Tennessee, a city resonating with the twangs of guitars and the soulful beats of the South. But right in the heart of this music mecca is a place where rhythm meets type, and history literally presses on at Hatch Show Print, one of the oldest working letterpress print shops in America. Since 1879, Hatch Show Print has been an iconic name in the design and print world, crafting posters that capture the essence of Americana. Immediately upon entering, the scent of fresh ink and the sight of vintage presses in motion captures your attention. The walls, adorned with posters from the past, showcase a who's who of musical legends, from Elvis Presley to Johnny Cash, all immortalized by Hatch's very distinct style. The History of Hatch exhibit is where the colorful displays and original artifacts bring the story of this printmaking powerhouse to life. Here, you'll learn about the Hatch brothers who founded the shop and how their innovative designs became the gold standard for showbiz posters. Moving deeper into the shop, the rhythmic clanking of the presses provides the soundtrack to the tour. Each poster is hand-pressed into being, using techniques that have changed little since the shop's early days. One of the highlights is the interactive print demonstration where guests get to actually feel the paper, roll the ink, and press their own souvenir print. It's a hands-on experience that connects you directly to the art form that has made the Hatch Show Print a beloved institution. But if you want to feel the real thing, stop by the Hatch Show Print store. Here you can pick up your own little piece of music history, whether it's a classic show poster or a custom print that captures the spirit of your visit. Welcome back. Next up, we're going off the beaten path just a bit to the colorful world of M&S Schmalberg Flowers in New York City, where fabric blossoms into stunning artistry every day.
M&S Schmalberg is my family business. The company was started back in 1916 by my great uncles. That's two greats.
Right.
They started the company in a garment district that's a lot different than the one you all walked up to today.
Right.
Back when they started the company, there was 150 feather and flower manufacturers in New York City.
And how many are there now?
There's one feather guy and one flower guy, and you're sitting here.
Wow. So you're carrying the family torch in this business. I can't believe the amount of time and energy it takes to produce those. That is incredibly labor intensive. This seems like old school, correct?
Everything about what we do is old school, and it's in my family's blood. It took me a while to grow into, when I was a kid working here, you kind of take it for granted.
Right.
And as I've gotten older,
it's a family business. Yeah.
As I've gotten older and seen it through your eyes and through visitors' eyes, I've grown to be really grateful, and there's something just humbling about carrying that torch, and I want to help keep it going. And it's very hard because we are trying to survive in a world where everything's fast and cheap, and we have to find ways to do that. Our business is comprised of like two vital things: tools that are irreplaceable and people that are irreplaceable. And some of these people have been here longer than I've been alive.
How many flowers you guys produce a year? In an average year?
If you're talking about something simple, thousands, over 100,000. But then you get into something more detailed, the quantity is much lower, so it depends what we're doing.
These are called custom fabric flowers, right? You don't call them fake flowers, right?
Traditionally, I think artificial flowers was a common term. My dad bought the domain Custom Fabric Flowers, which is our website, and that we were also M&S Schmalberg. So we sell flowers on the internet, on the Etsy, Amazon, mostly starting at $20. Some are $30, some are $50, some could be more than that depending on the detail. So really each situation is unique.
When you're out and you see one of your products there, how does that make you feel?
Great, I love it, because I know all the steps that went through it. It makes me feel great because generally when flowers are out there, it facilitates more flowers. But when people are wearing our stuff at the Met Gala, it's a big deal.
Give us an example of the type of clients that you have and the type of flowers you produce for them.
It's a loaded question. The real answer is that we do flowers for everybody. We've done flowers for fashion designers. We do flowers for hat makers, milliners, costume designers, interior designers. We have people that are getting married that find us on the internet and they come here with their grandmother's wedding dress and we make a bouquet out of it that they'll have forever. Any place you can imagine seeing flowers.
You are the one left here. You're the unicorn in New York doing this 10, 15 years. Where's this business going to be?
God willing, the business will still be here. I want us to still be making flowers. I want to be still employing wonderful people. And I want to still be making people happy.
Well, Adam Brand, thank you for showing Undiscovered America around Schmalberg Flowers.
You're very welcome.
From the delicate art of fabric flowers, we now brew up something truly robust at the Roastery Coffee Company. Join us as we dive into the world of coffee craftsmanship. Welcome to Kansas City, a city steeped in jazz, barbecue, and a deep-rooted coffee culture. Here at the Roastery, coffee is more than a morning ritual. It's a craft, it's an art, it's a science, all brewed up into one thing. At the Roastery, they're not just roasting coffee, they're creating an experience. Founded in 1993 by Danny O'Neill, who picked his first coffee beans in Costa Rica, this place has grown from a passion project into one of Kansas City's premier coffee establishments, committed to bringing the best specialty coffee to the heartland of America. But what sets the roastery apart is their unique roasting process, which uses hot air to evenly roast each bean, unlocking flavors that traditional drum roasting can miss. This method guarantees consistency, flavor, and excellence in every batch. The cupping room is where expert tasters scrutinize every new batch, ensuring that only the best beans make their way into the roastery's blends. Here, flavor, aroma, and body are all analyzed with a precision that can be likened to a fine wine tasting or even a science lab. From there, it's to the packing area where freshly roasted beans are prepared for shipment, delivering exceptional coffee experiences to customers everywhere. Beyond just producing phenomenal coffee, the roastery is deeply embedded in the community. They offer barista classes, coffee Q&A sessions, and even host events in the factory, fostering a community of coffee lovers who are as passionate about learning the craft as they are about drinking the coffee. Whether you prefer a smooth, mild blend or a dark, complex roast, tasting coffee right where it's roasted adds an extra layer of enjoyment. From bean to brew, the Roastery's factory tour not only shares how coffee is made, but also ignites the passion behind the process. It's a place where you can see firsthand how relentless pursuit of quality can transform a simple bean into a sublime sip. Curious about the most family-friendly factory tours across the U.S.? Well, we asked our trusty AI for the inside scoop on where to find fascinating behind-the-scenes experiences, and it delivered. From sweet candies to colorful crayons, here's some factory tours sure to be a hit with the kids or the kids at heart. Art lovers of all skill levels can prepare for a splash of color at the Crayola Experience in Easton, Pennsylvania. It's an interactive dive into the creation of crayons and markers filled with hands-on activities that spark creativity. Chocoholics will revel in the Hershey Factory Tour in Hershey, Pennsylvania, where the air is rich with chocolate and history. See how your favorite confections are crafted in the sweetest place on earth. For a distinctive, silly sound, step into the enchanting world of the Kazoo Factory in Eden, New York. Discover how these delightful instruments are made and maybe even try your hand at making one. And everything is awesome at the Lego Factory Tour in Westchester, New York, where young builders can learn how these colorful bricks get made before going on a Lego-filled adventure with their favorite Lego characters. Once again, our little AI friend did not disappoint, and that's a pretty awesome list. What you see here is only the beginning of the story. The conversation continues online. So for behind-the-scenes photos, videos, blogs, updates, and deeper dives into the stories we share, be sure to follow us 24/7, 365. You can check out all of our social media channels, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, or find them on our website at undiscoveredamerica.tv. You can also email us by sending a note to info@undiscoveredamerica.tv. We'll be right back after a quick break.
Poshmark is the perfect side hustle. It got me through school, a new job, and getting into my first apartment. There's so much I can sell. Bags, accessories, home decor, and it's so easy to sell on Poshmark, you can do it in a minute. I love it.
We hope our roundup of America's unique factory tours was as fun to watch as it was for us to produce. And we hope you've been inspired to explore the artistry and innovation that shape everyday products. These tours offer a rare glimpse into the ingenuity and passion that drive just a small portion of American industry, turning a simple factory visit into a memorable and educational adventure. We'll see you next week for more right here on Undiscovered America TV.